This channel is proudly sponsored by Bybit, the official crypto partner of Red Bull's Formula 1 team. I've been using their platform for my personal crypto savings over the last few months, and when they got in touch to support the channel, I was super excited. Currently, they're offering you guys a special new promo for the first 100 of you to deposit $10 or more onto the platform. You'll get another $10 free. Also, 5 lucky winners will get their initial deposit doubled up to $1,000. That means if you deposited $1,000 onto the platform using my codes below, you could be within a chance to get another $1,000 completely free. We've seen the landscape around crypto drastically change over the last couple of years, and I genuinely believe it holds an important place in our future. However, please be careful as always when trading, as you are liable to lose money. But if you're interested and you're 18 or older, click the link down below to get started and see why Red Bull and myself, as well as thousands of others, trust Bybit as their crypto. Hello everyone and welcome back guys to a brand new video where today we're here back with more iRacing once again here for our What If F1 Went To series. Of course, if you missed out on the video that went live last week, or even the week before now I should say, back from Phillip Island, I would definitely recommend going back and checking out. Of course, last week we had a couple of other videos in the way, so didn't actually manage to jump in with this series, but thought we'd jump back in today once more. There, of course, real Formula 1 this weekend heads back to Imola for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Unfortunately, iRacing kind of lacks quite a few of the old school sort of classic European circuits. I thought about heading back to old Silverstone, but kind of just thought I had one track in mind that I was going to do this week, and I thought, you know what, we'll stick to the plan. So today, we're going to be heading to Road America, of course. Yeah, a very famous track. Not in Europe, as you will have already probably been able to tell by the name, but a 4-mile, exactly 14-corner circuit that genuinely I think would probably be one of America's sort of best shouts for a Formula 1 circuit. Now, of course, already this series, we've went to Sebring, we've went to Long Beach, we actually returned Formula 1 there, and then we also did Daytona Road. Road America, however, on the other hand, is probably, yeah, like I said, one of the most likely options I would have thought for an American racetrack in Formula 1, you know, outside of COTA and everything like that. Actually, quite a few places to overtake around this circuit as well, there, and yeah, a lot more of a traditional racing track as well. So let's head out then for our first sort of installation lap. So I'll give you guys a bit of a run around this circuit. Make sure, first of all, we're not using any of the battery. And yeah, here we are then, back at Road America. Like I said, of course, I'm sure most of you will have heard of this venue, you know, unless you are just exclusively a Formula 1 fan. Road America, like I said, is a 4-mile circuit, 14 corners, and yeah, it's actually a rather high-speed circuit as well, hence why, you know, the run back down towards turn 1 and the run down here in towards, I think, what is turn 4, technically, but not really in my eyes. I'm probably going to get corner numbers wrong around this lap. You know, these are two massive opportunities, you know, big braking zones into quite sharp little corners, and then a lot of the second half of the lap as well. You know, when you get down towards Canada corner, that would probably be a really good opportunity to try and make an overtake stick as well. But yeah, rather high downforce but high speed circuit as well. You know, you've got things like the carousel. The kink, I'm just imagining, is gonna be completely pinned, you know, sort of no issues there whatsoever. It's not really gonna be a corner in a car like this. But yeah, carousel, things like that, you know, hanging on the raggedy edge, you know, a lot of undulation through here, you know, not really just one line to make it through quick. There are lots of different ways you can make it through there. Like I said, I'm pretty certain the kink is completely flat with no issues whatsoever, and we've even got a couple of DRS zones as well around this venue. But of course, yeah, Road America, probably most known now, of course, for hosting IndyCar events, and then also things like IMSA, Trans Am, stuff like that, you know, back in the day as well. So it's pretty widely used in a lot of American series, hence why I don't think it would take too many changes for it to be sort of suitable as a Formula 1 circuit. We'll go for sort of one more kind of installation sighting lap as well then without any battery deploy, and then I've actually accidentally gone out on a set of mediums, so I'll have to try and put a set of soft tyres on the car as well before we get into sort of our proper serious laps. But like I always mentioned though, you know, if you are interested in seeing sort of more iRacing and sim racing content from me, go check out my second channel. I'll leave it linked down below. We're doing more and more iRacing over there. I've been a bit slow over the last couple of weeks, but you know, once I'm back from Imola, I'm going to be trying to get more and more content out over there for you guys as well. So, you know, if that's something you're interested in, please do make sure you check it out. We've crossed over now 1,100 subscribers on that channel as well, which is absolutely mind-blowing. But yeah, massive thank you to everyone for the continued support. We're almost up to 44k now at the time of recording this video here on the main. So, I want to try and hit 50k ASAP. So if you're not already, it'd be greatly, greatly appreciated once again. If you enjoy the content, if you like Formula 1, this is definitely, I think, the place to be at the moment. But anyway, heading back around the second half of the lap then. What I'm going to do is we're going to come towards the end of this lap, and then we're going to go for a sweat mode lap on this set of tyres there, as I genuinely was not expecting the carousel to be that easy flat right the way through. So at least we know that now when we're going on to an attacking lap there. That corner is probably still just about flat out if you get it nailed. Running a high downforce setup as well, though, around this track. Just the sort of iRacing standard preset there. There isn't actually a setup for Road America, but let's just tone it back then. Make sure we get the car into the right ERS setting. Then we'll put it into qualifying mode. And let's try and go for a proper lap then here from Road America. I'm expecting the battery is probably going to deplete pretty quickly around this track. And you can see we gain a lot as we head back up towards the line. But we've seen IndyCar race around here a lot in anger. I don't know, actually, now I think about it, whether Road America has actually hosted sort of 1 or 2 Formula 1 races in the past. I know tracks like Watkins Glen certainly have, and I'm definitely going to be taking this car around there at some point down the line. But I don't actually know sort of whether this track hosted a Formula 1 race back in like the 60s, something like that. I feel like it might have done, but it must have only sort of been 1 or 2. There's so many tracks in America that Formula 1s went to. Oh, that was not good. Big lock-up down the bottom of the hill there. Luckily, we don't get a 1x for that, but that was rather surprising. Haven't done that too often in this Mercedes. Been already pretty good on the brakes there, but clearly just got a little bit too overconfident with it as we head around the back half now of the lap. Really actually struggling with that front left tyre there, as again just making a couple of small mistakes here and there, but I mean through here completely pinned, no issues whatsoever, despite a little bit of damage on that outside tyre that will take most of the stress. And like I said, the kink is completely a nothing corner in a car like this. Activate the DRS though, and surprisingly the battery has seemed to hang on throughout the lap there. You're certainly not going to be able to get 2 laps in with this car as we head down in towards one of the last big braking zones of the lap. But just a couple more corners to go then here of my first sort of proper anger lap there. Running a little bit wide. Oh, we clipped the grass through the final corner there. That is going to cost us a little bit of time. But as we head back up towards the line then, what is this lap going to be? Not a bad one, I think, for my first sort of benchmark. It's a 136.1 even. So pretty sensible then for a Formula 1 car as well there. It kind of feels like a bit, I'm going to say it feels a bit like Monza, sort of many ways, just these huge straights. And then, a lot of fast corners here. There really aren't many slow corners around this track. But yeah, let's bolt on then a set of soft compound tyres and really go then for a proper lap in anger. Might have helped as well if I'd realised we'd accidentally brimmed the car with fuel as well. We had about 105 kilos in the tank. So I think now definitely, fresher, softer tyres. And of course, yeah, like I said, a lot less fuel on board as well. We could be able to try and get, I reckon, something, a 133, a 134. It really does depend on how much time I lost down in towards here. There you can see the huge tyre marks we left all the way in there. A big lock-up right the way through the corner. But like I always say, this car so much more rewarding when you get it hooked up on iRacing than on F1 2021. However, the insanity that is the My Team car now on that game still certainly doesn't bore me at any moment there. It's just absolutely wild, that car there. I mean, this thing feels fast on iRacing, but knowing, the sense of speed this sim provides as well really does just make that little bit of extra difference as well. But heading down in towards the final few corners then, we're going to try and make sure we don't get a 1x this time round. And yeah, like I said, maybe a 33, maybe a 34. We might be a little bit faster than that as well. It really does depend on how much time we lost at the bottom of the hill. But this time around, I'm really going to try and concentrate then and try and put a good time on the board. Let's get ready to go for a proper attack mode once again then. A 136.1 is the time to beat. Let's just see how much faster than that we can go as we head out the final corner then. Big elevation as you head up towards the start-finish line there. You can just see absolute sky for a lot of it there. But let's go for a proper sweat mode lap here from Road America. The fact you can get through turn 1 in 6th gear is just stupid. I mean, yeah, just the way this car picks up through the corners there. I mean, I'm definitely never going to be able to get everything out of it. You know, sort of watching proper pro drivers race this thing is kind of insane, but yeah, broke a little bit too early there down at the bottom of the hill, but so far lap looking pretty tidy. No major lockups so far, which is good. I mean, it's even corners like that that are just not even an issue. Through carousel again, completely pinned. There you feel like you're hanging on to it a little bit, but even not. I mean, maybe on a dead set of tyres that corner might be a little bit scary, but I feel like you'll have to get quite a lot of use out of them before that corner becomes any sort of challenge. As we head down in towards the final couple of turns, braking just between the 3 and the 2 marker there. Even then, we probably weren't attacking that corner as much as I should be. Final couple of corners though. Definitely a little bit of time left on the table here on my first run up towards the line. What is this lap time going to be then? You actually get pretty much perfect use out of the battery around this track as well there. Up towards start finish line, what is the time going to be? It's a 1:32.1. So there's definitely a 1:31 in it. This is so cool. Racing around Road America though. I'm absolutely loving this as a combination. Like I always say in this series, pretty much every track feels good in this Mercedes. But yeah, if you got iRacing, I'm sure, you know, if you're a road racer, you've probably got Road America as well, because it is very, very commonly used on the system for a lot of series, especially after it got its few little tweaks and updates to the curbing. Get yourself this mug and get racing around Road America, because this is certainly good fun. I think what we'll do, we'll head back to the pits and we'll go for one final proper push lap then and try and eke every bit of performance out of this Merc. Right, actually gone for quite a quick out lap this time around, just try and put a bit more heat into the rubber. Felt like it was a little bit cold down at the first couple of turns, but now I know exactly, you know, sort of through the first corner and the final corner, just how much you can attack. You know, we only really need sort of 5th gear at the absolute lowest through the first turn there, just to make sure we got the front end rotated in. But let's go then, one final lap then here from Road America. Let's see if we can slot this thing down into the 31s. And now, like I said, I'm definitely going to have to fully concentrate on this final lap here to really eke every little bit of extra pace we possibly can out of this W12. It is so cool. Oh! Oh no! Oh, I was going so well there. We got so much pace out of it early on in the lap. We were about a second up, so I don't even think a 31's possible. I reckon a 30's doable. And I think now I'm probably not going to give up until I've got it. That was on the raggedy there, but a 30 is definitely possible round here. Right, final proper lap then here from Road America. I think, to be honest, the thing that surprised me there the most was how late I was able to brake down in towards what I'm calling turn 3 there, the first sort of massive braking zone into a left-hander. I think you can pretty much brake at the 1 in towards that turn. But anyway, now we know a 30 is doable around here. Let's try and get it. I would love to see just how fast someone with a prop setup can get around this circuit. It's running, 29, 28, probably even faster, I reckon. But we're aiming for a sub 31 now. That's the goal. that, the final corner then. It's been a bit of a raggedy lap in the end. It is only going to be a 31. And like I said, there's definitely a 30. I think I absolutely nailed it as we get all over the grass up towards the line there. But a 31.7 still. Not a bad lap time here, I want to say, at Road America. Like I said, probably one of my more raggedy laps on iRacing in this Mercedes F1 car. But goes to show, you know, Road America on paper looks like a pretty simple circuit, but it is absolutely not the case when you're trying to extract everything out of the car as well there. But, you know, if you have enjoyed this video, please do leave a like and get yourself subscribed as well for more Formula 1 content. You know, let me know what other tracks you'd like to see this series head to. Like I said, you know, Watkins Glen is certainly going to be one that comes soon. We're going to be heading to Classic Silverstone, Snetterton, Alton Park, you know, quite a few British gems. So I'm going to be taking it around some more of the American tracks as well. And then perhaps, well, you know, take it to the likes of the Hockenheim Ring and things like that. You know, Nürburgring GP as well. You know, tracks that we've seen recently in F1 that I'd love to just sort of take this car around, as much for myself as it is for the video. But like I said, thank you all so much to you guys for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do make sure you leave a like and get yourself subscribed as well. And we'll be back very, very soon with more iRacing content. None of these videos would be possible without the help of our channel members. So a massive thank you to all of the names you see on your screens currently for helping support the channel. You can join them by clicking the join button down below. And yeah, thank you once again to everyone that continues all the insane support on my work.